Hello there, I'm Little Commander and I would like to welcome you in the second episode of free-to-play adventure. Last time in NIkke I cleared normal campaign up to stage 5-20, hard campaign up to stage 0-2, cleared interception D to stage 6, and simulation room 2. So let's see, how much will I be capable of clearing this time? We start by getting one SR mold, which gave me NIkke, then a 10 pull on standard banner, which gave me no SSR unfortunately. Then I advised some Nikkes and leveled up units. Rapi and Mihara got to level 70, meanwhile the rest to 60. After that I went to clear stages in chapter 5. It turned out that EX was still too hard for me, but subquest and 5-20 were both rather easy. Clearing that stage meant that I unlocked the rehabilitation center and selected guilty there. Following that, it was time to move back to campaign. Because I leveled my units a lot, it made all of stage 6 fights much easier. In terms of story, we got into the research facility thanks to the Mustang's dancing cart. After some time we got introduced to the sleeping princesses, who were rather scary beings to me. But the bigger problem was the end of the milk supply. After that tragic information, we pushed the campaign to the moment that I got enough SSR molds to get a new one, who this time was Query, an interesting healer that helped me later on. But for the time being I stayed with my SR squad and went on with the story, in which we split up from the unlimited squad to still look for the pilgrim. One ambush later, and we were alone with the chatterbox. Then it was time to chill a bit in the main event minigame, where I got a really nice score. Then I decided to use Synchro device and that Query leveled up. She replaced Belorta in the Squado. With my first SSR in the Squado, I calmly got to the end of chapter 6, where we are saved by the great Snow White. And also meet Modernia for the first time. Kind of. If you know, then you know. Then I cleared EX stages and grabbed all the stuff from challenges, shop, day by day event, and went to clear floor 30 in the Tribe Tower, which gave me enough to get 40 pulls on standard banner and get the wishlist. But unexpectedly, I got another SSR, which is Yulha. Kinda mediocre one, but hey, it could be worse. Some consideration on the wishlist, but I decided to put the units that will help me break the 160 wall first, and then some meta units. Then I tried to come back to event and clear the challenge mode, which I failed again. But fortunately I was strong enough to clear the 1-11 stage. That gave me enough currency to buy all the remaining pulls from the shop. And later decided to use the premium ones to get AD. And finally I got remaining R rarity unit, which helped me push the Tactics Academy to max. I also said, why not? And added Ade and Yulha to Synchro and to the team to replace Anis and Query. Leveling was the next step. Everyone got to 70, and with the new units and more power, it was time to tackle more stages. First, it was EX stage, which I couldn't beat before, but now I still cannot do it. So well, we move forward to chapter 7, where rather comfortably I clear most of stages. Normal ones and also sub ones. Of course, I cannot pass on any of the lost relics. Then it was time to rest, but only in story, because in reality we still push EX stages and sub ones, and of course normal ones. After running for a long time through the snow, we finally caught Chatterbox and Modernia, where I had to hear the most realistic sound in this game that made me shiver. But we destroy Modernia, and then realize our biggest mistake is to never leave comrades' bodies behind, because it turns out that Modernia in reality is a Marian. After all of it, we get to rest for a month and receive information that we became a great special commando. And nobody can tell us what to do. Kind of. I did a bit of challenges and got enough SSR mold to get a new one. And out of everyone that I could get, I got a dupe of Query. What the heck? After all of that, I went to clear some stuff in Ark. First was the Lost Sector, which went really fast. Then some Tribe Tower action, starting from manufacturer ones into the normal ones. Up until floor 50, it was a cruise. Then I started to hit my head against the train. Fail after fail. But finally I beat it and got all the rewards from day by day event. Then some simulation room with the charge squad and quick arena hits. And it was time to fight the stupid train again! But this time in interception. I do not know if training in Tribe Tower helped me, but I cleared it first try and collected all the stages. Then I cleared Heart Chapter 0 to get enough tickets to do a 10 pull, which gave me nobody. A bit of upgrades later, and I was back in the campaign, where this time our goal was to find out what the heck is wrong with the bullet that we had received from Modernia. My goal then was to just push as much of the story as I could, so it didn't matter what type of stage I was doing, I was just cruising through them all comfortably. After a few ones, it turns out that Exia was testing us, and she knows about our little secret of Rappi's memory wipe. But fortunately, we will not share it with everyone. Thanks, Exia. Then I was just clearing everything on my path without much problems. Up until the boss battle, before which I was a bit under CP, but I cleared it thanks to a ton of healing that I had. After that fight, I went to Outpost and built the buildings, pushed Tactics Academy, and collected rewards from Lost Relics. Then we were back to campaign where I went up to stage 9-12. We get to know that the bullet has something called Vapaus, and we know little to nothing about it. At the end, I went and cleared Lost Sector 3. And that is all in this episode of Free-to-Play Adventure. I got to stage 9-12, can comfortably clear Interception D, and also Simulation Room 3. I cleared all available Lost Sectors, and now it is waiting time until my next adventure. Thank you for watching, see you until the next time, and have a great day or night, depending on your time zone.